Hello all, this is Naveen. So there have been a lot of comments in the comment section to help you out with the quantitative aptitude section for the upcoming RBI Grade B examination. So first of all, you have to know that the examination is highly competitive, which makes the exam more tough. But that's wrong. The low number of vacancies and the medium level questions that makes the exam really tough, and it is not the really hardest questions asked for the examination. And before talking about this quantitative aptitude section preparation and all, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are a new member. Also like this video. Then for a beginner, I am just telling phase 1, which is a very important phase, and there are total 4 sections: general awareness, reasoning, English language, quantitative aptitude. For general awareness section, the number of questions is 80 with the marks of 80 and a time of 25 minutes. And you have to know one thing extra: there is sectional cutoff and overall cutoff for all these sections that I am going to talk to you. Coming to the second section, reasoning. Number of questions is 60, mark 60, and time given is 45. And the questions are about moderate to toughest level. You can expect like that. Coming to the English language. Number of questions 30, marks 30, time 25. For a good candidate, means a candidate who knows English well, it's going to be a cakewalk for you, because you will within this 25 minutes you will complete all the English section, and most of the questions will be right too. Coming to the next one, quantitative aptitude, where the scoring section, but the 30 questions are there, 30 marks, and the time given is 25 minutes, but it is not at all enough for you. You will think like if you get enough time you could have completed it. So out of total 200 questions, 200 marks, you are getting 2 hours for the examination, 120 minutes. So what you can expect from this: the question is of moderate to difficult level. It's not going to be easy. If it's going to be easy, then you are going to be in trouble, because a lot of people will be doing, and the cutoff will be very high. So let it be moderate to difficult level. And before talking about the important sections of the quantitative aptitude, I have to tell you one thing: you must work out previous 5-year question papers of CAT examination for this quantitative aptitude section, which will definitely give you the strong base to appear for the RBI Grade B examination phase 1. So that will definitely increase your confidence, and that score will definitely reflect on your phase 1 examination of quantitative aptitude section. So quantitative aptitude section determines whether you will crack the section or not. Not only sectional, the overall cutoff also, because a lot of the candidates will cover general awareness, reasoning, and English, but people will come to a stuck point at the quantitative aptitude section. That is what every year we are seeing. So let's without lagging, let me talk to you some of the important points. All the questions are of MCQ types. You all know that. Each question carries 1 mark, and for every wrong answer you have entered, 0.25 marks, that is 1 by 4th mark, will be reduced. The duration of the examination is 2 hours. The most important and the most scoring section among all the 4 sections is the English section. So a lot of people score for English section. So you cannot think that if you are good in English and you have done it well, you can in a safe position. No, but you have to be good in mathematics, which is one of the main point which determines your success for the examination. 30 questions are coming from the quantitative aptitude section. I have told you about it. The range of questions vary from easy, moderate to difficult, but don't expect the questions to be too easy. If you feel that a question is easy, there may be some trick points in that question. So either you are going to make a wrong entry over there, or you will be wasting a lot of time seeing the question. So easy questions means there will be some tricks. Anyway, it all depends upon the luck and the time you are appearing for the examination. But one thing I have to say: most of the quantitative aptitude section are 10th level syllabus. 10th level exam syllabus. Okay, so the syllabus of quantitative aptitude for the RBI Grade B examination, I am not going to read it. You can go to some of the websites and you can see how this syllabus of quantitative aptitude is mentioned. It's about 15 to 20 topics are there, and I am going to explain to you the most important topics of quantitative aptitude section. Okay, so without much delay, let's get into some of the important topics. So quantitative aptitude is a tricky section for this examination. The cutoff for this varies every year depending upon the difficulty of the paper. So tips on quantitative aptitude for RBI grade B examination. Go through the main sections. There are total, we can say, 3 to 4 sections in which you can divide the topics into. First one is number series. The second one is the arithmetic topics. Third one is quadratic equation, and the fourth one data interpretation. So let us see the number series question. If you are looking into this number series section, you can see that every year 4 to 5 questions are usually asked for this examination. And based on this question, the candidates are given a series of numbers that are somehow connected to each other, and you will have to identify the pattern to get the right answer. And most of the aspirants score in this section. This section and the quadratic equation section are the portions where a lot of the candidates usually score, but people fall down in the other two sections. Let's see the important type of questions and marks distribution and all. So the pattern can be like in the number series section, prime numbers. They may be giving you prime numbers in between, you have to fill the gap. So it is better to study the first 100 prime numbers, 2, 3, 5, 7 up to the first 100 one. So let me ask you, how many prime numbers are there between 0 to 100? The answer is 25. Okay, question won't be asked, but please keep that in mind. If you have got you have to fill some places, and you can know that there will be always 25 prime numbers in between 0 to 100, and you know that 0 is not a prime, 1 is neither prime, neither composite, the first prime number is 2. Like that, study everything regarding the prime and number section, it is important. Then coming to cubes and squares, try to study the cubes and squares of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to 8. Please study like that. Okay, cubes of these numbers. Then squares means that you can go up to 30 or 50. That's enough for you. Okay, without much lengthening the video, I am taking you to the important sections. Then questions related to alternate numbers on number series, difference of the numbers on series, so that you will be getting the next pattern, the next digit. Then the other one is geometric series, arithmetic series. So topics will be like this. Make sure you solve at least 300 to 500 questions range for as a practice question before the examination, before you are going to attend the examination. Okay, so coming to the next topic, the arithmetic topics such as interest, percentage, profit and loss, ratio and proportion, time and work, time, speed and distance, and average, mixture and alligation, percentage are easy to prepare. Yeah, I know that, and also less time consuming, but the questions you may be getting will definitely consume a lot of time during examination. So lot of practice is necessary, and usually the questions asked from this questions are moderate level. It's not so easy, not so hard, it's a moderate level. So I suggest you again and again try to cover the CAT question paper. Coming to the next one is quadratic equations. Lot of students score in this section. Either the questions will be given with their two roots, and you have to form an equation, or you may be asked to find the roots, what are the roots of these two equations. And regarding the graph, you know about that, you have to, from the quadratic equation you are getting the root, and you have to plot the graph, and how many points will be there. Like that, simple questions will be there, and that's all. Quadratic equation, you can definitely solve is forming the quadratic equation and finding the roots. Only these two things are there. Coming to the next one, the most important section, data interpretation. About 8 to 12 questions are asked in this section, data interpretation. It is very important. I know, hope you all know about it. Pie chart, which is one of the most important one. So go through the complex one, and you will be getting the exam to be easy if you are working out hard questions. But don't work out easy questions and go to exam hall. It will consume you a lot of time, and it will be difficult for you. So data interpretation, most of these questions come from bar graphs and pie charts. I have already told you. DI questions contain too much data and figures. So it is important that you focus on one question at a time during examination. Don't just read on to one question, then move on to other question. Don't do that. If you are focusing on one question, focus that question at a time. Try to solve that question, then only move on to the next one. If you are feeling that you are losing too much time, just skip that question, go to the next question. That must be your that's how you should prepare for the examination, because marks are same. that you have to keep in mind. And also practice various type of this DI questions to improve accuracy and speed. That's how only you can improve. And avoid using calculator while solving questions. I never use calculator. I haven't used and I will not use. I always use either calculate in my mind or using in paper. So like that you should also be there. Avoid calculators. We don't need that. We should do it ourselves. Okay. So one of the other important tip I have to say to you is that one of the what I just will be giving you just like a tip. Work out mock test, and please don't go for just for mock test. Try to work out the CAT question paper, then go to previous year question paper, then go to mock test. This is how you should be doing the quantitative aptitude section. Coming to the best books on quantitative aptitude, people are asking which books to refer. You can refer any CAT material, it's enough and more. Then there is a book called Fast Track Objective Arithmetic by Rajesh Verma. Then How to Prepare for Quantitative Aptitude by Arun Sharma. Quantitative Aptitude for Competitive Examination by R.S. Agarwal. These three are the most demanded books and most of the people refer this book. So that's all. I am not extending the video. I will be making series of videos regarding RBI Grade B examination in the upcoming days. So that's all for today. Thank you.